I think it just crushes blue-white control, which is probably the most popular deck right now. As long as you play around some of their key spells. Alan, you are full of good ideas tonight. I will look that up and keep it on queue for next stream. How's work been, buddy? You been busy? Yeah, I can leave my friends behind. I like both of these. Yeah, you seem like you've been crazy busy lately.
This might be a bad idea.
So I'm glad I kept the Oath of Kai to get rid of the Narset. Ooh, that's a spicy main deck card. Lucky for us, we don't really play creatures. Yeah, I think Esper is amazing right now. Even, like, not the crazy Dance of the Man's list that I love, just regular Esper is really strong. Yeah, I totally agree. Most people don't agree with that, but I definitely do. Alright, so what do we show them to try to get them to make the worst possible decision? I don't really want them to take the Thought Erasure. Maybe I show them... I can do something like that. If they take the Thought Erasure, it's not the end of the world. Alright, good. So I am a little bit worried about casualties of war here. Gonna bounce this to draw a card.
Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, Hand Disruption is super powerful. And here, let's see what they've got going on. Liliana, a bunch of Pulukranos. Only one I really care about is Liliana. And I think I'm just going to draw another card here. They are going to end up killing Teferi, but we'll get it back with Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, I really think it's the strongest combination right now. You can make a case for probably Simic and Sultai just because Nissa's so good, but I don't know. Esper has a lot of tools. I gotta see if the deck sharing thing is available yet, because if so, I can give you all the wild cards you need to build whatever you want. Alright, so here, I think I'm gonna get rid of Pulukranos, and then next turn play Doom Foretold. Could also just play Dream Trawler, that seems okay, but they'll try to fight it. I don't know. Let's play Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, I know deck sharing has been in the works. I just don't know where they're at on it. Yeah, Elspeth Conquers Death is amazing. Especially in like the pure blue-white or Esper control list. It's just such a powerful card, and it gets back incredibly good planeswalkers and stuff. Ah. What's up, Drew? Alan, you're always so reserved in your opinion. We never know how you really feel. Alright. Here, I want to play Doom Foretold, but I also don't want them to get another draw with their Narset. So I think I'm just going to get rid of the Narset and play out the Agonizing Remorse to get rid of their last card. You are a vault. And again, it defaulted to their graveyard, which is super annoying, but I'm not going to pick one of their graveyard cards this time. Oh man, so they can get rid of our Dance of the Manse, which is annoying, but I think between... Oh, and they've chosen... That was a huge mistake on their part. They have actually just made our Dance of the Manse much better and didn't really get rid of any cards. So I appreciate them doing that.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
Alright, so here... Wow, we just got a ton of good options. I think I'm going to bounce this. Dance of the Manse for 4, killing Atris, and then they'll sacrifice Pulukranos. Drew, you've been working crazy hours? Oh, they definitely are. And it's going to be awesome. They're definitely already putting cards in to try to get there. Even Historic's actually surprisingly fun. That's actually where I got the idea for this deck list. I built this in Historic, and it was like ridiculously powerful, and I realized that most of the cards were in Standard. So, yeah, it worked out pretty well. Oh yeah, give me a call anytime tomorrow. Well, after work, obviously.
Let's try this.
Have you been doing Khan Academy, Drew? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Alright, so at this point we really can't lose. Oh, and we can start having some fun with Archon of Sun's Grace to make a bunch of 2/2 flyers. Yeah, definitely check it out. They do a great job explaining it, and they give you some good practice problems. As you're practicing, you're remembering a bunch from high school and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to remember from high school then. I don't know if they're gonna get all the way to Modern on Arena Allen, but I definitely think they're gonna do Pioneer. Alright, I think I'll let them see Uro. Then they have to cast it from their hand and get it back from the graveyard. Alright, so now they'll just get it back from the graveyard this turn, but we've got a lot going on. I'm not too worried. Alright, so let me see if I can figure out the win on this actual turn. We'll start with Treacherous Blessing, drawing a ton of cards. and Oath of the Sea. Or Omen of the Sea, rather. Do one more. Alright, and they've seen enough. So, they do some stuff from the graveyard, which makes me want to bring in Kaya and Kunaros. Other than that, I don't think I really care too much about what they're doing. Get rid of the 3 Birth of Meletus. They're not particularly aggressive. Alright, see you, Drew. Thanks for coming by. Good luck with the studying. And I am going to bring in some Mystical Disputes. Just to have some cheap interaction. And I'm going to get rid of 2 of the Wraths. I think I can clean up everything with Doom Foretold and Oath of Kaya. D-Spark's also a really clean answer to some of their more expensive permanents. So I'm going to cut a single Dance of the Manse and 1 of the Oath of Kayas. So I try to bring in a little bit more answers when I'm on the draw, because it's more likely that they'll get a chance to resolve something. And then on the play, I'll shave some of the answers and just try to be a little bit more linear, get our game plan going. But yeah, against any sort of kind of mid-range value deck, I think that our deck is just really well positioned, because it has such a big late game. And yeah, once the Archon starts cranking out the 2/2s, it can also just take over the game completely. Keep this one. So we have a way to deal with a Narset if they resolve that early, and we have some card draw on our second turn. I like having D-Spark as well. Alright, here, depending on what they have in hand, they could take pretty much any of our 5 cards and it would be justified. Probably Omen of the Sea is the least impactful, but any of our other cards, maybe Teferi is what I would take just in the dark. But it really depends what they're looking at. If they think the game is going to go long, they almost have to take Dance of the Manse. Alright, and we found a Doom Foretold. So any game where we can play that on turn 4 usually goes pretty well. Okay. I'm going to play this now, just so they don't even have a chance to Mystical Dispute it if they want to. I like hitting our 4th land, so we can definitely play out Doom Foretold. And I think I might just Oath of Kaya here. That way if they start playing to the board, we have a lot of things to sacrifice to Doom Foretold, and we can keep it going. Atris is a good card. I don't really want them to know about Pulukranos, because they'll definitely put it in the graveyard then and get the value that way. Think I want them to pick it. So I'm going to show them Growth Spiral and Overgrown Tomb and see if they get greedy. Alright, that worked out pretty well. And now we can play our Doom Foretold. So here, I think I would like another black source, since we're gonna more likely need double black on a turn than double white. Although I do have another black source in hand, so maybe I should have just gotten the plains there. And the great thing about Doom Foretold is if they start bringing things... Oh, they got a casualty of the war. Okay. That does slow us down quite a bit. We will be able to play another Doom Foretold next turn, however. And I like keeping the land here. Eventually we want to be able to play Dance of the Mance. And can they bring back... So they can bring back the Uro here. They don't obviously know that we have Doom Foretold, so it's going to work out really well for us. But just based on the information they have, bringing back Uro makes sense. They do know we have D-Spark, however. Won't hit Uro, though, because it is a 3-mana spell. It only hits the Pulukranos. Alright, so we got our second Doom Foretold going. And once we get up to 6 mana, we'll be able to buy back both Doom Foretold if they're in the graveyard. So, another Casualties of War is bad for us, but it's not the end of the world. Hey, what's up, Mark? Welcome to the world of the living. I was playing Rakdos Aristocrats for a little bit, but I could not stay away from the old favorite. Alright, and even though they've stolen our Doom Foretold, that is not going to get them out of this jam. Go ahead and sacrifice our Oath of Kaya. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I actually got back really fast this month. Took me only about 4 or 5 days. Alright, so here, I think I want to D-Spark on the Agent of Treachery, and then get rid of Pulukranos from their hand. Ooh. Or do I just want to get rid of Narset? Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Yeah, I've gotten as high as 84 this month already. Mostly playing this deck. I've been tuning it a lot so it doesn't just die against mono red, and now it feels like it's good against everything. It's also just ridiculously consistent. Mark, what are you on right now? Are you just still playing your Heliod mono white aggro deck? We'll just kind of rub salt in the wound with Kunaros here, so now they can't even have a chance to bring things back from their yard. Go ahead and scry here. I do love me some Doom Foretold. Oh, cool. Have you built mono